Radhe Radhe, Hare Krishna, dear friends. My throat is still sore. A few days ago there were signs of improvement and healing, but now again there's a U-turn and I'm having problem with my throat. There is an irritation and it's also painful, but that's okay. We have to continue with the practice and to keep continuing daily is the thing that I have stick myself to. I'm not making very huge efforts, but very simple efforts, but with regularity. So I was thinking about something that, dear friends, what do you think? How much can you plan in life? Of course, we all plan, and many times our plans also become reality because let's suppose think I'm thirsty, so I planned to drink water. So I planned that I have to go to either my home to have a glass of water, or I have to find the water from some friend's house, or I have to find the water from some public tap or hand pump, or I have to buy the water from somewhere. So these are all four options, or there may be more options. I am thirsty, so I planned. I found the water. So my plan is successful. Similarly, there have been plans, big plans, long term plans in our lives. Like somebody wanted to buy a car, they have enough money for that. They plan to buy a car and they bought a car. So their plan is again successful. Then there were plans about career, that somebody planned that they will study hard, and their parents also planned their child would study hard. The child studied hard, cleared some examinations, got an admission into a nice college, and got a job. So the family's plan was to have a stable job and a good income, and then they fulfill their plan. That's all. What do you think that whatever we plan, does it always become reality? Yes, we have seen the cases that you plan and then plans become reality many times. But do you really think that whatever we plan, is it really possible that the desired outcome of the plan, is it always dependent on us or not? Let us suppose you wanted to have a glass of water in my previous example, and then you were moving forward, but something wrong happened. I do not want to say, but some mishappening happened and you're not able to walk now, so you will not reach to water, so your plan failed. So until or unless there is a certain kind of support, or what to say, help from some unknown force into your plan, because in the absence of that unknown support, the plan does not become reality. I hope you understand what I want to say. Any plan that a human being can make, or a group of human beings or mankind can make, that could become a reality only when there is a support from an unknown force. That is what I feel. That is what I observe into this life. A lot many plans that people make, we make, do fail because things don't go the way that we have planned. Because you cannot plan everything, you cannot plan every small factor that could be the part of that plan. A lot of things are assumed, right? A lot of things are assumed to fulfill a plan. So what do you think? Should we plan in life, or should we just flow with life? Well, I think that planning is important, but Never get attached to your plan. Always keep in mind that although you have planned, but still there are many factors that you cannot, control. So you are always going to be the mercy. You are always going to be on the mercy of those factors that you cannot control in order for them to turn. In order, I'm struggling with the sentence construction right now. I will try again. So you are always going to be on the mercy of those factors that you do not control in order for your plan to be successful, that they should be in your favor, right? So those uncontrollable factors and variables should be in your favor, then only your plan can succeed. Otherwise, you know what, your plan will not succeed. And we do see it. Kalpana, you have heard about Kalpana Chawla? When I was in school, she was very popular. She was an Indian, and she was an astronaut in NASA, and she bring much glory to the Indians. Although she believed that she is not an Indian citizen, but she is a world citizen, as she used to say. Whatever, she had a very successful career. We Indians were really proud of her. And then in 2003, I think, or 2002, there was a space mission of NASA, and she was one of the astronauts in that spaceship. But that spaceship never returned back to Earth. While it was trying to come back to Earth, there was something wrong happened, and as soon as the spaceship came into touch with the atmospheric layer, it just burned away or crashed, or only the remains could come to the Earth of that whole spaceship. There was no clue of the human bodies. They just evaporated on the top layers of atmosphere, including that of Kalpana Chawla. So the plan was to come back to Earth, right? Because when Kalpana Chawla and other astronauts left the Earth, their plan was to do their work there and come back to Earth, right? But it did not go that way, because there were other factors that were not in their control. So the plan failed, and those people lost their lives, and their dear ones and family members whose plan was to welcome them back to Earth again, that also failed, because there were other factors that were not in control of those family members. Those family members did not control the safe return of the spaceship back to Earth. NASA had a plan that the spaceship would return back to Earth, but it did not happen. So, dear friends, what I want to say is that, although it is important to make plans, because otherwise, how will you act upon? But always do remember that, there are always going to be factors that are never going to be under your control. So, just don't get too attached to your plans, because there's always a chance that the plan could not succeed, would go wrong. So, just that is why that people believe in God, or people want to believe in God, because they cannot control everything. Any arrogant person or people can say that they can control things, they plan things, and they execute their plans, and they get this arrogance that they planned something and they successfully executed it, but they forget to admit it in their arrogance that there were a lot many factors that were not in their control, and they just turn into their favor to make their plan successful, while in many cases those factors did not turn in the favor, and some people just failed. So I would elaborate it some other time too. Now I'm struggling with this sentence constructions. I want to say that I will elaborate it kisi aur din, but then I will elaborate it on some other occasion when I will have more time to speak. Thank you for listening. Please keep practicing, keep planning, but don't get attached to your plans, because you never know what is already been planned for you. Okay, have faith in God. Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe.